Hi students, today we can study chapter 5 complex numbers. From that chapter, Argand plane and polar representation. What is Argand plane? In lower class already you have studied Cartesian plane. This is one Cartesian plane, x axis, then y is 0 and y dash, x dash. Then here 1, 2, 3, right side of 0 all positive numbers on x axis, then left side negative numbers, then 1, 2, 3 upside positive numbers, downside negative numbers. We can mark any point in here, just one point P. The coordinate of P we can write 3 and 2. This is Cartesian plane. Then Argand plane means same like Cartesian plane only. If you mark one point in here, P, x value is 3, then y value is 2, x, y dash, x dash. In Argand plane, in here, I already marked one point P, that is coordinates are 3, 2. With P related one complex number we can write that complex number z equal to 3 plus I2. 3 plus I2. This 3 means the coordinate on x axis, 2 means coordinate on y axis. We can see this is a real part of complex number, then 2 is known as imaginary part of complex number. And this 3 from x axis is a real part only. That's why this x axis we can say real axis. And then this y axis, the second number 2 is imaginary part. That 2 from y axis, this y axis we can say imaginary axis. Argand plane and Cartesian plane equal, but in Argand plane each and every point related one complex number we can write. That is the difference. And then x axis is known as a real axis, y axis is imaginary axis. If we consider this Argand plane, I mark already one point, that is P, x, y. We can write one complex number related to this point, that is z equal to x plus I, y. Then this length of OP. Length of OP is known as modulus of z. Sometimes we will represent by small letter r also. Length of OP, that is modulus of complex number, modulus of z. We will use one formula, find out modulus of z, that is square root of x square plus y square. In here x means real part, y means imaginary part. Then how came that formula means, if you make one right angle triangle in here, this length O to A length, that will be x, because x coordinate in here x only, then y coordinate, this length will be y, A, P will be y, because in here also y only, in this point y, because y coordinate is y only. Using by Pythagoras theorem we can find out length of modulus of r, modulus of z. Pythagoras theorem means hypotenuse square equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Then hypotenuse square. What is hypotenuse in here? OP, isn't it? OP square equal to base square, base in here x, then perpendicular square is y square. We can write x square plus y square. OP equal to square root of, square bring to right side, that will be square root of x square plus y square. Then what is OP? OP means modulus of z. Modulus of z equal to square root of x square plus y square. That means modulus of z, we can use that formula, square root of x square plus y square. Then angle between x axis and this OP, line OP, we can write theta. That angle in positive direction means anti-clockwise direction. Negative direction means clockwise direction. Then I consider positive direction. This theta is known as arguments of z. Arguments of z, ARG, represented by ARG z. That is theta. How to find out theta? We will use one formula, that is tan inverse modulus of imaginary part of z divided by the real part of z. This formula we can use for find out arguments of z. In here, imaginary part of z, that is imaginary part, that is y, divided by a real part of z, that is x. The formula we can use. Just pause the video or write down these two formulas and this figure. And argument of all quadrant is not equal. In first quadrant, argument will be theta. In second quadrant, argument will be pi minus theta. Why pi minus theta means, one point, just consider P, we will get theta in here. That always we will consider from here anti-clockwise direction. This total angle, you know, that is pi, isn't it? Then from here to this much, theta. Then this part you will get pi minus theta. Total minus this part. Pi minus theta will get. In second quadrant, argument will be pi minus theta. Then in third quadrant, argument will be theta minus pi. Theta minus pi means, if you consider one point in here, this is theta. Now, we will not use anti-clockwise rotation. We are going to use clockwise rotation. Clockwise rotation. How much? This angle minus pi. Clockwise rotation means negative only, isn't it? Minus pi. Then this part we have to add plus theta. Then only we will get argument of third quadrant. Why we add means in here minus pi only, negative only, isn't it? Then we can write this one theta minus pi, same. In third quadrant, argument will be theta minus pi. Then in fourth quadrant, argument will be minus theta. Just pause the video or write down. First quadrant, argument is theta. In second quadrant, pi minus theta. Third quadrant, theta minus pi. And fourth quadrant, minus theta. These are the arguments of each quadrant. Next, polar form of complex number. Polar form of complex number is z equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. In here r means modulus of z. Theta is, what is theta? Arguments of complex number theta. We can find out modulus of z, that means r using by x square plus y square. Directly we can find out r. Then theta also tan inverse imaginary part of z divided by real part of z. Using by this formula we can find out theta. Then after you have to check each quadrant. Okay. Then from there directly we can write polar form of any complex number. Now we can start exercise 5.2, question number 1. Find the modulus and the arguments of each of the complex numbers. Exercise 1 to 2. Question number 1 and 2 we have to find out modulus and arguments. Question number 1 is z equal to -1 minus I root 3. Comparing with x plus I y. What is x? X equal to real part in here -1. Y equal to imaginary part means minus root 3. Don't take plus root 3 because minus already is there. Minus root 3 become imaginary part. First modulus of z. Modulus of z equal to, already was studied one formula, that is x square plus square root of x square plus y square equal to square root of, what is x? X value is -1 whole square plus y square. Y square means minus root 3 whole square equal to -1 whole square is 1. -1 into -1, 1 plus minus root 3 whole square. Minus square will be plus root 3 into root 3. That will be 3 equal to square root of 4 equal to 2. Use only plus 2 because modulus of z means distance between origin and that point, isn't it? Then always use positive, don't use negative. Next, arguments of z. That is theta equal to, that formula is tan inverse imaginary part of z, real part of z equal to tan inverse. What is imaginary part in here? Imaginary part is minus root 3 divided by real part is -1. Minus cut it, you will get tan inverse root 3 equal to tan inverse root 3. Root 3 means we can write tan 60. 60 means pi by 3. Tan pi by 3 only root 3. Then after tan inverse tan cut it, then remaining pi by 3. Now we got argument theta equal to pi by 3. Then we cannot write this pi by 3 directly. We have to check in which quadrant. Given complex number is -1 minus I root 3. X, y, y dash, 0, x dash. This -1 representing x value. That means negative side of x axis. Thus left side of 0. Root 3 minus root 3 representing y value. Imaginary axis only, isn't it? That means this minus root 3 will be a downside of 0 in here. Then joining point, this 2 you will get -1 minus root 3. In which quadrant? This is third quadrant. A given complex number in third quadrant only. Can write a given complex number lies on third quadrant argument of z, we can write in third quadrant argument will be theta minus pi. Theta already got it. What is theta? Theta is pi by 3. Pi by 3 minus pi equal to, take LCM, then we will get 3. 3 into pi, 3 pi, pi minus 3 pi minus 2 pi. We got answer. Argument is minus 2 pi by 3. Then modulus of z is 2. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook. Second question. In here also one complex number given, z equal to minus root 3 plus I. We have to find out modulus and arguments. First, comparing with the general form of complex number z equal to x plus I y. That is, x equal to what is x? X value means real part, that is minus root 3. Y equal to imaginary part 1. Nothing means in here 1 is there. Then modulus of z, you can write modulus of z equal to square root of x square plus y square equal to square root of x square. X means minus root 3. All square plus y square is 1 square. Square root of minus root 3 all square, minus into minus, plus root 3 square, we can write 3 plus 1 square is 1 equal to square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2. We got modulus of z, answer 2. Next, argument of z, that is theta tan inverse modulus of imaginary part of z, real part of z equal to tan inverse imaginary part. What is imaginary part in here? Divided by real part of z minus root 3 equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3. When you take modulus of 1 by minus root 3, this minus no need to write after taking modulus, equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3, we can write tan 1 by root 3 means tan 30, isn't it? 30 means pi by 6. Tan inverse tan cut it, then pi by 6. You will get theta equal to pi by 6. Now we have to check this given complex number in which quadrant. Let's make it one graph. Argand plane. Then is x value. X value is negative. Negative means the side, left side of 0. Then this imaginary part, that is 1 plus 1. Plus 1 means upside of 0. And in this quadrant, you can write minus root 3 and 1. In second quadrant, what is argument? In second quadrant, we can write a given complex number lies in second quadrant. Second quadrant. Therefore, argument of z can write pi minus theta. Already you are written, isn't it? In second quadrant, that will be pi minus theta. Pi minus theta, already got it. That is pi by 6. Pi by 6 equal to multiple 6 into pi, 6 pi minus pi divided by 6. When you take LCM, 5 pi by 6. 6 pi minus pi, 5 pi. These are our arguments. Just pause the video or write down in your notebook. Next question, question number 3. Convert each of the complex numbers given in exercise 3 to 8 in the polar form. In here, one complex number given, that is 1 minus I, we have to convert to polar form. That is our question. Then polar form means z equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. This is our polar form. In here, r means modulus of z, theta means arguments. Then we can find out r and theta from given complex number. Then just put in there that equation, we will get polar form. We can start. Let first give one name. Let z equal to that given complex number 1 minus I, comparing with a general form, that is z equal to x plus iy. That time x equal to, what is x? X is 1, y equal to minus 1. First find out modulus of z. Modulus of z equal to r. Modulus of z we can represent by small letter r. Formula is square root of x square plus y square equal to square root of x square. X in here 1. 1 square plus y square. Y square means minus 1. Equal to 1 square we can write 1 plus minus 1 all square. Minus 1 into minus 1, 1. Equal to square root of 2. We got modulus of z equal to square root of 2. Next, arguments of z, that is theta equal to tan inverse imaginary part of z, then divided by a real part of z. Tan inverse imaginary part of z. What is imaginary part in here? Minus 1. Minus 1 divided by real part is 1. Tan inverse minus 1 divided by 1, you will get minus 1. Then when you take modulus of minus 1, you will get 1. Tan inverse, when tan value will be 1, that will be tan 45. Tan 45 means pi by 4. 45 we can write pi by 4. Always keep in mind, pi value is 180. 180 divided by 4, you will get 45. When tan inverse tan correct, then pi by 4. We got theta is pi by 4. Then next check it. This given complex number in which quadrant? Let's make it one Argand plane. Y, x, x dash 0, y dash. First, this x value is positive. Positive means right side of 0. The next y value, that is minus 1. Minus 1 means downside. Downside of 0. Then right side and downside in this quadrant. We can write 1 minus 1. In which quadrant that? That is fourth quadrant only. We can write given complex number lies in fourth quadrant. Therefore, argument of z, that is theta equal to, in fourth quadrant, that will be minus theta. Just take minus theta equal to minus pi by 4. In fourth quadrant, we can take minus theta only. Then what is our question? We have to find out polar form. Polar form, that is z equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. z equal to, what is r? R already got it, modulus of z, that is root 2. Root 2, then cos theta. Cos theta is minus pi by 4. Plus I r sin theta. R means root 2 sin theta is minus pi by 4. In here you can see root 2 and root 2 common. That root 2 take outside. Then remaining cos minus pi by 4 plus I, this root 2 already I took outside, then remaining sin minus pi by 4. This is our required polar form of given complex number. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook. Now we can see question number 4. In here also we have to write polar form of a given complex number. First give one name, z equal to that given complex number, comparing with general form, that is z equal to x plus I y. Then x we can write minus 1, y means here 1, imaginary part. Then first find out modulus of z, that means r equal to square root of x square plus y square equal to square root of x square means minus 1 square plus y square is 1 square equal to square root of minus 1 square 1 plus 1 square is 1, 1 plus 1 2. We will get modulus of z will be root 2. Then arguments, theta we need of z, that is theta. That formula is tan inverse modulus of imaginary part of z or real part of z equal to tan inverse. What is imaginary part? Imaginary part in here 1, isn't it? 1 divided by real part is minus 1 equal to tan inverse 1 divided by minus 1. You will get minus 1. Minus 1. When you take modulus of minus 1, it will be 1 equal to tan inverse 1 means tan 45. Tan 45 we can write pi by 4. Tan and tan inverse, just cut it. Then you will get theta equal to pi by 4. We got theta equal to pi by 4. Then after we have to check given complex number in which quadrant. Check it. Draw one simple eigenplane x dash, y dash 0. X value is minus 1. Minus 1 means left side of 0 in here. Next, y value is plus 1, that is positive. Positive means upside of 0 in this quadrant. In this quadrant only you will get, that is, you can write minus 1, 1. In which quadrant? This is second quadrant. Second quadrant. You can write a given complex number lies in second quadrant. Lies in second quadrant. That means argand, therefore argand of z, theta we can write pi minus theta equal to pi minus theta. Theta already got it, pi by 4. Pi by 4 equal to 3 pi by 4. When you take LCM, you will get 4. Then pi into 4, 4 pi minus pi, 3 pi. That is our theta. Polar form z equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. This is our polar form. Then r, modulus of z, already got it, root 2. Root 2 cos theta is 3 pi by 4 plus I, r means root 2 sin 3 pi by 4. In here you can see root 2 and root 2 common, isn't it? But take outside. You can use one bracket. Okay. Root 2 into cos 3 pi by 4 plus I sin 3 pi by 4. That is our required polar form. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook. See question number 5. In here also given complex number, we have to convert to polar form. First give one name, z. Then comparing with z equal to x plus I y. That time x equal to minus 1, y equal to that also minus 1, imaginary and real parts. Then first find out modulus of z, that is r. We can use which formula? Square root of x square plus y square. R equal to square root of x square, x in here minus 1. Minus 1 square plus y square is minus 1 again, whole square, equal to square root of minus 1 square, that is 1 plus again minus 1 square, 1, equal to root 2. We got modulus of z equal to root 2. Now we can find out arguments of z, that is argz equal to tan inverse modulus of imaginary part of z, real part of z, tan inverse imaginary part of z, that is minus 1 divided by real part of z, that also minus 1, equal to tan inverse minus 1 divided by minus 1, 1. When you take modulus also, positive 1 you will get tan inverse. When tan will be 1, that is tan 45, we can write tan 45 means pi by 4. Pi means 180, 180 divided by 4, you will get 45. Just to cut it, then you will get theta equal to pi by 4. We got theta equal to pi by 4. Then after we have to check in which quadrant. For that, just the one eigenplane is x, x dash, y, y dash, 0. This x value is minus 1, negative side of x axis, that means left side of 0. Then y also minus 1, that is downside in this quadrant, minus 1, minus 1. Which quadrant this is? Third quadrant. We'll get given complex number in third quadrant. A given complex number lies in third quadrant. Therefore, argument of z, theta we can write in third quadrant, theta minus pi. Theta already got it, that is pi by 4 minus pi. Take LCM 4. Then pi minus 4 into pi, 4 pi equal to minus 3 pi by 4. Then polar form. Polar form. What is general polar form? Z equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. Z equal to what is r? R means already got it, root 2, isn't it? Root 2 cos theta means minus 3 pi by 4 plus I, r means again root 2. Root 2 sin minus 3 pi by 4. From here, root 2 common, that root 2 take outside. Then remaining cos minus 3 pi by 4 plus I sin minus 3 by 4. This is our required polar form. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook. We can see question number 6. Question is convert given complex number in polar form. So give one name z equal to minus 3 comparing with z equal to x plus I y. The time x equal to real part minus 3, y equal to, what is y? Y means nothing. Nothing means we can write 0. Y equal to 0. First find out modulus of z, modulus of z, we can write r equal to square root of x square plus y square equal to square root of x square means minus 3 square plus 0 square equal to square root of 3 square 9 equal to 3. We'll get r equal to 3. Now arguments of z. Theta equal to tan inverse modulus of imaginary part of z, then a real part of z. Tan inverse imaginary part in here, that is 0 only. 0 divided by a real part is minus 3. Tan inverse 0 divided by minus 3, that will be 0 equal to tan inverse tan 0. In the place of 0 we can write tan 0. Tan 0 is 0 only. Cut it. We will get theta equal to 0. Now we have to check given complex number in which quadrant. Draw one argand plane x, x dash, y, y dash, 0. In here x value is negative. Negative means left side of 0. Then y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means same part. In here we will get. We can consider that is in third quadrant. Otherwise fourth quadrant. Anything. Okay. Then you can write a given complex number lies in second quadrant. I am going to consider this point on second quadrant. Otherwise, we can consider third quadrant also. Not a matter. You will get same answer. If I consider second quadrant, argument of z theta we can write in second quadrant pi minus theta. That is pi minus theta how much? Theta 0 equal to pi. Therefore, polar form is z equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. R means 3 cos theta is pi plus I 3 sin pi. And here you can see 3 and 3 common. Take that 3 outside. We got 3 into cos pi plus I sin pi. This is our required polar form of a given complex number. Now we can see question number 7 and 8. First what we will find out? First we will find out modulus of z. Isn't it? Modulus of z r equal to square root of x square plus y square. X square means root 3 square plus y. Y means 1. 1 square equal to root 3 square. 3 plus 1 square root of 4, you will get 2. Modulus of z, you will get 2, isn't it? And then argument of z, theta equal to tan inverse imaginary part of z, real part of z. Tan inverse, what is imaginary part in here? That is 1. 1 divided by real part is root 3 equal to tan inverse. This 1 by root 3 we can write tan 1 by root 3. Tan 30, isn't it? That is pi by 6. Tan inverse cut it, you will get pi by 6. Theta equal to pi by 6. In which quadrant? This x value is positive, y value also positive. X value is positive, y value also positive. That means in first quadrant only you will get given complex number, isn't it? That means in first quadrant theta only, no need to change. That is our argument. We can write anyway. Given complex number lies in first quadrant. Therefore theta equal to same, pi by 6. And then polar form. What is our required polar form? Z equal to r cos theta. What is r? R is 2 cos theta means pi by 6 plus I r sin theta. R means 2 sin theta is pi by 6. This 2 take common outside. 2 cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. This is our answer. Very easy. Just like previous questions. Then question number 8. In here x is 0, y equal to 1. Real part not there, only imaginary part, isn't it? That's why x value we can take 0, y value is 1. Find out modulus. Modulus means r. Square root of x square plus y square. X square means 0 square plus y square is 1 square. You will get answer 1. R is 1. Then theta, argument of z, that is tan inverse imaginary part of z, real part of z, equal to tan inverse. Imaginary part is 1 divided by real part is 0. Tan inverse 1 divided by 0, that is not defined. Then when tan value not defined, that is tan 90 means pi by 2. In tan pi by 2, the value not defined, isn't it? Then we can write tan pi by 2, then pi by 2. Then which quadrant? But on line only 0, x value, y value is positive in this line, isn't it? If you consider first quadrant, otherwise second quadrant, any quadrant you can consider. Then let I is in first quadrant. Just consider I is first quadrant. That time theta is same, no need to change. You will get pi by 2. Then polar form. That is z equal to r cos theta. What is r? R in here 1. 1 cos theta is pi by 2 plus I r sin theta. Theta means pi by 2. This 1, no need to write. Then our required polar form is cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Just pause the video or write down in your notebook.